Ahoy there, shipmates! The year is 1801 and the British Navy, the finest navy in all of the world, is sailing towards Copenhagen. But first in their way is the Danish Navy as they prepare to defend their capital against invasion and bombardment. Their famous wooden capital, made very flammable in this time, of gunpowder. The British plan to destroy if the Danish do not surrender and give up their ties with the French Empire. The year is 1801, and oh boy, are we expecting a glorious, glorious naval battle here for you today. And yes, I'm glad we're back in NTW 3. It's good to have you guys back. It's a little bit of a different one today. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how this naval battle goes down. I don't really know what to expect. The British, I'm not quite sure how many British navies we have. I think it's a 3v3s going on right now. By the looks of it, maybe by the looks of the amount of ships that are here and how they, I saw the British set up. But as you can see, the British already basically just lining up their ships. And they're opening up, I don't know if that's broadside or starboard, but they're opening up there. And yeah, here we go. I'm not much of a naval man myself, but and I don't know how much it is going to be really to commentate, but it's a historical battle nonetheless. We have done Trafalgar a long time ago, and I have promised in the past we'll get more naval battles done. And as you can see already, this 74 Danish gun like boat here going into battle. Looks like it's going to ram the Edinburgh here. The Wagrien. It looks like he's going to just go straight on it. I mean, he's going to get good rear shots here on the 64 third rate, but it is getting pounded quite hard here. And there you go, really good hit actually onto the by the British onto the gun. I can see the blood splatter coming off. And that is insane. But yeah, to get a naval battle done, oh my gosh, they really actually are going for it. They are just going to go straight on in. That is seems a bit chaotic there from the Danish. Getting absolutely blasted. I don't know if the ship can waver and break or if it's just going to sink. But yeah, that was crazy there, I'm not going to lie, from the Danish player. I don't know what he was doing. Probably did damage to his own ship. What we've got here, the Fox is another unit being used here. We've got the... oh, there are as well, also, I was going to say, are the Marines on here, like, shooting away? They are, in fact, that's awesome. But yeah, so we do have a 3v3. Historically, this was a British victory. It is the first of two sort of battles over Copenhagen. Both were British victories, one in 1801, one in 1807. One in 1807 was not much of an actual naval battle, it was more of a bombardment of the city and then a full surrender of the Danish sort of navy. And look at that, I don't know what the Danish player is really doing. He is sending like one ship in one at a time. That one slipped through pretty much undeterred, and it seems like the Danes are kind of getting round the sides of these smaller third rates here. The irresistible Caesar. Like I said, the famous British Navy is the best around at this time. The Danes are going to have to be cut out to try and defeat it. That's a pretty good hit there. This 64 gun ship here is rocking backwards and forward, and that's actually wavering it. There you go, it's surrendered. That is ship surrendered. This one is combatant, is concerned about French routing. That's fully gone, that unit there. That didn't take a lot to route that. That's concern, that's routing. Yeah, that's just fully surrendered. That's incredible. This one's also routing, concerned about casualties. Like, these Danish ships are getting absolutely pounded right now. I don't know how quick this battle's going to be, or how close it's going to be. Oh my gosh! That's got to be a war crime. They're already retreating, guys. Come on. They're already retreating. But the British there, yeah, doing a very good job in these early Danish units. Looks like the Danish Navy over here is really striking out for the right flank. They are moving. But the British are moving away from them. They're not going to turn and face them. Or if they are, they're going to do it on their own terms. Looks like they're quite happy to take out this first Danish force over here on this flank. We'll watch as the Resistance and the Slesvig go past each other. But yeah, as I was saying, 1801 battle was actually a naval battle, while the other one is not, in fact, a naval battle. It saw quite a few losses on either side. I mean, the ships of the there's like 1,000 men killed for the British, supposedly. That's a very nice volley there going on by, like, kill the wound. I mean, from the from the British. They lost 3 ships in the line, like right aground. But then, yeah, like the Danes took like a fair few losses. They lost 1 ship in the line and had 2 others sunk. Like 1 destroyed, 1 sunk. So it's really 3 sunk, and then 6 captured. And I think then the rest of their, yeah, that's pretty much the rest of their navy was captured. The Danes had quite a large navy for the time. It's why the France wanted to ally up with them so much. That unit, Schleswig, surrendered after that volley as well from resistance. That was pretty incredible there. Now, that's a pretty big ship there, the Det Storbelt, 96 gun ship. That is probably going to be a flagship, if I'm going to guess. It seems like it's doing a good job as well in Siam. It's a big unit here. Big. Look at the Marines. Awesome. Goes on by. Dane's still having a few issues here. This unit is routing. There's actually quite a few over here routing as well. It's a 74 gun unit there. The Christian the 7th routing. Fox here might get hit hard. This is another big one as well. This Fayers. These are the 2 big ships here for the Danish, and they actually have caused the Fox to rout. There you go. A unit for the Brits that's actually, you know, finally routed. The Brits otherwise taking pretty little casualties. What we got here? Bellerophon. Oh, we have the Bellerophon, famous ship that brought Napoleon. So sort of to Britain, just off the shore of Britain, we should say. He captured Napoleon, I should say, really. But yeah, the Danes having some success with their sort of, you know, flagship ships here. Resistance, well, I don't know how easy it's going to resist, but we'll see. It's about to take on both ships here together. They might need to hit it from both sides, the British. Looks like we've got Vengeance about to also get hit pretty hard here. Combat and losing, yeah, no surprise. Really good volley from both sides. Look at that, the ship's rocking around. The beautiful volleys from both sides there. Both sides taking a few damages with guns. Look at this, it's going to be a point-blank volley from, look at that. Did off a good volley there. Oh, good volleys there. I think Fayers is winning slightly, I'm not sure. I don't think they actually fired a shot in response there. But that was really nice stuff. I think most of the other Danish ships there have routed. It is now just these 2 in action. The Danes are still on their way. They've got a whole load of smaller ships over here. They've got a lot of sloops and a lot of other things as well that are yet to get involved in the fight. What's this one? It's called the Denmarkenus. But yeah, these guys yet to get stuck into the fight, really. The Brits also have some more like smaller ships here, the 5th rates, 3rd rates. Yeah, a lot of their smaller ships on this side, it seems. And the Danes just going to keep on going. Oh no! But yes, one of the 98 man guns is gone. 90 gunner, so we call it man gun. Oh, this is on fire. One of our ships is destroyed. There you go. And there's one of the ships fully destroyed. The British have lost. Oh, Hannibal. Hannibal's routed. Is that that's a big gun as well. 74 gun unit gone. This one's on fire. The actual capital ship here is on fire, and smoke billowing from it. Might sink, you know. There you go. That's not looking good. It's kind of hard to tell who's on fire, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's the Danish one there. I think most of the other Danish ships are pretty much staying out of the fight now, not fighting, just trying to get out of there. Oh no, the general has returned. There you go. There's a ruse all along. He's put out the fire. They're now back in the action, dueling with Non-Such. Another fairly big 74 3rd rate. I think 3rd rates are the pretty common one. You don't get many 1st rates or 2nd rates. It's, obviously this 98 gun is probably a 1st or 2nd rate. You do get, I mean, this is a smaller 3rd rate. You do get some bigger ships available. I don't know if there are any here today. There's quite some big ships here. There's nothing bigger really than the one we just seen this duel in that other general. Yeah, there's a lot of 74s for the Danes here. They're dueling at a much longer range, as you can see at the moment. Staying out of the British guns range. Well, not quite out of the range, but you know. Looks like they're dueling, not doing too much damage to each other at the moment. Or getting nice and close like this player did, and it cost him, that is for sure. He's only got his general left to speak of. That was, yeah, a pretty brutal duel there, that is for sure. But yeah, if you want to ever sort of like play naval battles yourself for NTW3, I mean, it's not really what it's built for, but it is available. You just have to install the campaign pack for NTW3. You can find it on the ModDB site, and all you have to do is then put it into your Napoleon file. Nothing further than that. Don't put it into the data file or anything like that. Just into the Napoleon file, and then it should extract, and you should be able to then play this. You just need to then load up the NTW3 through the Europe 1805 instead of like through the typical sort of like just multiplayer. And yeah, it's fairly fun. I mean, I don't know how balanced it is really. It looks like the British are actually fixing some ships. Look at that. Empavir is being fixed. So is this one over here. This one's being repaired. Cyan is under repair. I don't know if the Danes can do that. I mean, I don't know if they want to. Yeah, more ships over here under repair. Well, that means they can't fire when they're being repaired, but it's probably doing some like stuff for their hull.
One of our ships is
and there you
withdrawing from
go.
the fight.
Cornwall is leaving the fight. I was going to say the morale for that one looked pretty low. That white bar at the top, I think, is what their morale is. And you can see here the Danes kind of mass, and they're getting a pretty good armada together here. Might be able to take out quite a few of these smaller ships of the line if they have a chance. Still pounding. Oh, Hannibal is still firing. Even though it's routing, they do still fire. Interesting. The Danish ones didn't seem like they were. Well, I guess that one's surrendered. Have they all surrendered, maybe? Yeah, I think these guys have actually all surrendered now. They've been pounded into submission. Now, another general is still alive, by the way. He is rebuilt. He's under repair currently. So there you go. So yeah, if they're routing, they'll still fire. So Cornwall's not out of the fight just yet. He's routing. He's still firing a little bit. He hasn't quite surrendered yet to the Danes. There will be a cat and nine tails, I'm pretty sure, like a whipping for these boys if they were to surrender to the Danish crown. They're getting pounded pretty hard here. See the cannons getting blown up, the crew dying. They're pretty cool. Those look very, very cool while I'm there. You can see a Peacock now dueling again with that capital ship. What I'm going to call it. That's the way it pretty much is. And the ship has... No, it's returned. It's returned. Good on Cornwall. Well, now he surrendered. What a coward. What a coward. That is not good to see. The island over here, though, has routed. I think that's fighting Hannibal. Hannibal's actually returned to the fight. It's no longer routing and is instead routed Yland. I think that's how you'd say it. I'm not entirely sure if that's right. Nautilus and Leander also joining the fight there. And also looks like Associate as well. Association. Also, yeah, they're trying to duel. Looks like they're trying to get around these guys a little bit. Looks like we've got a lot of sloops as well moving here. They're probably a little bit quicker than those larger ships, but we'll see. The British, yeah, Navy on their way, but they're taking their merry old time getting over here. Movement is pretty slow, you know. You find it, you're in the sea. You're relying on the wind to take you in a certain direction. There you go, William Galege. That's how you say it. But, I mean, it's not looking good. I mean, we're looking bad on the map here. You can see. I mean, I don't know if you can really have a balance of power because it's obviously down to luck and what a player really does. I guess you can. It is there, but I don't know if I'd really count it as one because if the Danish get this right and manage to maneuver between the British ships on force, on mass, I think it could do quite a lot of damage here. But yeah, you can see that's the blue blob is the Danes, the red is the British, and yeah, they've got a lot.
One of our ships is withdrawing from the fight.
To do. Ships are withdrawing from the fight. Phoenix routing. Traitor to the crown, and actually Hannibal's going again, which is no surprise. Phoenix barely any damage. 57 out of 74 guns still to go. And it looks like his morale's okay. I really can't tell what these bars above the flags are, but they might be something to do with morale. They might not be. But yeah, that capital ship, the Death Store Belt, that has joined up with the main fleet, or what is left of the main fleet. I don't know really what's going on over here. Christian the 7th is, or another Christian the 7th is shifting back, going against the grain of the main navy. And we have, yeah, more ships here. I think we're seeing some of the, some repeats of the other ones, the Wagerian and the Postilion. I don't know if that's how you say it. Butchering that name, quite possibly. I want to see a ship sink. I really do. Oh, these are the crew wins. Oh no, that is wood. This one might be sinking. Look at it. It's definitely like tilted. It's definitely on a slant. That's not healthy for a ship. That might go under. But yeah, I would like to see at least one ship get blown up or sink in this battle. We'll see whether we do get one. But yes, if you want to see more NTW3 content like this, then whether it's a historical battle, whether it is a naval battle, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, guys, and do remember to leave a comment as well. It all helps out in supporting the channel as we work towards 11k subs. And yeah, Hannibal's still routing. Might return, I'm not sure. I feel like the Danes want to get a little closer. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I don't know. I would like to see the Danes getting stuck in like they did over there. That was really high impact stuff at the start there. But the Danes seem quite happy just to sort of skirt the edge of the battlefield a little bit. Well, not the edge, but, you know, around the Brits. This Thetis here is getting hit hard. A Scandinavian sloop being hit pretty hard. Looks like by third rates all the way over there. So certainly getting outgunned, put it like that. I think these are the two other admirals over here. I should call them not generals. There's a 38 Scandinavian frigate, and then also we got, I think this might be Christian the 7th here. No, Ray. That's probably not how you say it, but it's what I'm going for. And there you go, that, what I'm calling the capital ship, the big ship of the line, is repairing again. He's repairing right in front of the enemy. He's just, I don't know if you're really going to achieve anything, fellas. Also, I don't know how easy it is to fire. I mean, it looks like, I think Ardent is firing at these ships over here. I don't think you can fire across and hit something else, because that might actually damage his own ships, I would have thought. Sophia Magdalena coming up. It looks like that's the one that's dueling right now with Ardent. It's a frigate going up against the ship of the line. It's going to be a tough fight for them. And there you go. That looks like that's sinking. That looks like it's sinking. Yeah. There we go. The first ship to sink today is going to be Yland. There you go. Surrendered. And are the crew jumping for it? Yes, there they are. Floundering. Under the water. What do you think there is? Sharks? No, there's just nothing. Nothing. There you go. Poor crew. Sinking. Very, very cool. Yeah, the Danes just seem to be sitting off for now. I'd like to see the Brits go in with their sort of directness again, like they did earlier. They just go straight on in, get in between the lines. Well, it wasn't really the Brits that did it. It was the Danes that tried to do it. The Brits obviously did do it at Trafalgar under Nelson. Like Nelson has command of this battle as well. He is one of the commanders. Anyway, there's him and Parker, Hyde Parker. You may probably not heard of him. Obviously, doesn't become as famous as Nelson, but yeah, Nelson kind of, you know, at Trafalgar just goes straight in direct and then can fire both sides, get in between the formation of the Danes. It does seem like they don't really have a formation at the moment, but yeah, I feel like some directness instead of just standing off each other like this might be the better move. The Brits still have quite a lot of ships. The Prince of Wales, Dunkirk, and Exeter quite a way back. Whether they're waiting for them before they make their move. But I would at least get my ships into some sort of columns again and start going. But it looks like they're sending Minerva and Dryad really wide over there, just to whether that's to challenge the Danes. But they've got some big ships over there that could probably deal with those two British fifth rates if they needed to. Good hits down to Cyan. He's pretty low on guns at this point. Oh, they're cruising in good nick, but it's just their guns. They don't have a lot of them left. 36. We'll go back to fast forwarding a little bit. I don't really know how much more. Well, obviously there's still plenty of action to go. There's still plenty of ships to be sunk or just routed. But yeah, I don't know who's going to make this first move. I might make a quick cut if the two sides just decide to sit off each other. And we'll see whether they make a move in a moment. But we'll give it a second. Just fast forward. Looks like we're going to see Orion here. I was about to call it Onion. Orion is about to go forward. HMS Onion would be quite a fun name. But Orion and Hampshire look like they might be making a move to move forward, or at least trying a different angle. I think they were. I think the real objective was to try and take out this capital ship here, the Der Store Belt, but have failed. They have managed to rout this one here. Sophia Magdalena has been routed. And looks like, yeah, here we go. It's looking like these two ships over here starting to line up against each other. Cyan and Ray starting to go in against each other. I don't think Cyan's going to last much longer, though. But we'll see. Been blasted away here by Danish guns. Are they flanking around? I don't know. Just sneak on around, lads. Minerva. Give me some decent shots. I mean, even if it's a fifth rate, you know, it's a fifth rate of the British Navy. They'll put up a good fight. Both sides repairing a few ships. There's like Nautilus was repairing. And again, that capital ship repairing. Constantly repairing that ship. And we've got a lot of big ships back here, like Kiel and Stramon, and yeah, like and Wagner. Just get to the front lines. Let's start blasting these Brits instead of hiding behind just smaller sloops. I mean, maybe the plan is to use the sloops as cannon fodder and weaken up some of these ships, so then the bigger ships can do some damage. But the British can repair, it seems. I mean, just as much as the Danes can. Seems like you're just going to go in for a killer blow with gun ships, like they're doing over here. Pressing the 7th. He's pushing on hard. Fire when ready. Britain packing. Send them packing back to the Blighty. They're not taking our navy. Oh, there you go. There's Cyan's routed. There you go. Very nice. Not very easy to tell when a unit, like a unit routes. There's no sort of like announcement like, oh, this unit's routed or something like that. They just kind of disappear. They're not really broken. Like routing, they can still fire in anger. Though this one has 8 guns left. I don't think they're going to be doing much firing. That's for sure. But Britain does seem like they are pitting back the Danes on this side here. We'll have to see what takes place. But yeah, like I said, I'd like to see some directness. Just go straight on in. Just go between the lines. Like, I mean, could Caesar not just go... I mean, this is looking like a weak spot, really. Like, go in between here. There's a sloop and there's a 64 gun unit here. That's all that's, like, really in the way. They could definitely just sort of split them there, I think. And Britain also looks like they're trying something here. Hampshire's really pushing on. And the Danes are being a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more... adventurous. Looks like their frigates are coming forward. They are getting pretty beaten up as they come in, though. Whether the Danes can just ram one of these ships, they tried it earlier. Whether they can give it a good go, I don't know. But yeah, here we go. Britain is trying to now be quite aggressive. We've got 3 ships going in here, all like third rates going in. They're all just going to try and go through this gap and I guess try and, you know, split this Danish force off. These 3 ships here, these 64 and 274 gun ships. get them separated from the main navy, take them out potentially. That might be the plan. There you go, Fredriksten also routing there for the Danes, it looks like. Looks like some of the, I think Nelle Bladet has returned. That ship there. That one is actually surrendered. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if these frigates will just like get smashed up and surrender pretty quickly. They're vastly outgunned, especially the sloops. They're 18-gun ships. Not going to be doing too much. A glorious volley from the British Navy would send these guys packing. Denmarcus. Trying to, I don't know where they're firing really. I think they are trying to fire on the Hampshire. And there you go. Looks like Bornholm already been removed from the battlefield. Yeah, looks like Caesar got in behind and maybe shot them. Now can they do the same here onto Leopard? And I mean, hitting them hard. Wagrian also coming into range, dueling with the Irresistible. The British just seem super strong. I mean, like compared to the Danes, they are, yeah, super strong. Bornholm's actually returned to the battlefield. Looks like NTW is going to have the honor of giving the final blows.
Ships is withdrawing from the fight.
There you go. Bornholm's routed again. Leander's actually routed. Yeah, I guess it's sort of on the front lines, but yeah, kind of broken pretty early. Orion here, just setting up and just blasting any of these ships that get in their way. So yeah, a lot of surrendered ships over here for the Danes now. Sophia Magdalena is actually going to sink as well to the bottom of the ocean, bottom of the North Sea. These guys are actually, I don't know if they're doing damage to themselves, but they probably are. Like, he is just ramming that ship. Sure, that's damage to your allied ship. I don't know. Maybe it does. A general has died.
Now we shall see their true colors.
Oh, Ray over here. His general was on the ship. He has died. Okay. Whether the Navy will rout, I don't know if you can have a mass rout with the Navy. Yeah, whether they'll rout, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of ships coming past it now. Bellerophon over here, 98 gun ship is yeah, getting close. There's also a Hector as well. So they've got some big ships still coming into play for the Brits here. And yeah, there you go, Christian the 7th getting routed. I mean, these 5th rates here still managed to survive. Didn't get really damaged at all. And it's them that's really, I think, responsible for getting rid of Christian here. They managed to do most of the work on him. I guess they're smaller and quicker. They just outmaneuvered him and blasted him multiple times. Yeah, Ray is going deep into enemy lines, accepting his fate. Or her fate, I should say. It's a ship at the end of the day. It's a she. Pound away, lad. Pound away. Yeah, nice volley. But it's just going to anger Resistance, who's going to probably just respond in a moment. Bellerophon is also, I think, now turning, I think, to get ready. There you go. Nice volley from Resistance. Routes Ray, in fact. There you go. I don't know if... actually, Christian the 7th returned. And is routed again, or routing again. Whether it'll surrender, I'm not sure. We'll see. There you go. It looks like the Brits are going in for the kill now. A lot of routing ships here. That large capital ship right in the middle. You can see the big Danish flags pluming from the top of it. Looks like it's going to be going back into the action soon. It needs to. Just to give some support. Arden here, one of the captains on the British side. Sinking some of these smaller ships. Just poor guys. I mean, look at the masts are coming down. Oh, jeez. Dr. Anna Sophia, shaken but not stirred. It's lost a mast. I'm not quite sure how it's moving, but it is. That one's surely going to go down. Yeah, lots of routing ships here. I mean, these two 64 gun ships are like overlapping each other, so like one can't fire. Bit of a problem. You can see Association trying to get in behind now. Going to try to do a sort of a rear shot on the back of these two 64-man gun ships. Still have some big ones like Slesvig and Sjæren here. Still some big Danish ships yet to be committed. There's some more being sent over here, some more 74 gun ships. That two. There's a Wagrian and a Postillon, and we've got Kiel as well here going into the mess. And it looks like, yeah, those are the original 3 ships that got sent in that direction. They've all routed Bernholm, Ray, and Christian the 7th. At this point, if I was Denmark, I would probably surrender the rest of your fleet or just try and retreat, because it's been pretty devastating. Pretty devastating battle. It's been very one-sided. Brits are certainly the kings of the sea. There you go, Stormman as well as routing. Yeah, Association just coming in the back and routing both those 2 ships there. Really good move by the Brits here. Nonsuch and also Dunkirk following suit. And there you go, big explosion. Oh my gosh. Glad we saw that. That is beautiful. Big explosion taking place. I don't know who it is. I think it might be the general ship that went up in smoke, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that is brutal. Look at that big ship going down. I think, yeah, everyone abandoning ship. There's another one on fire here, and there you go. That's pretty much most of that Danish force there, just eviscerated from the face of the earth. We've just got a couple of smaller units here, well, just a few frigates that are withstanding. Actually, Stormman is, well, I was gonna say Stormman just returned for a second. It's still routing, but yeah, so it'll fire back, but it's not going to be holding, that's for sure. Put it like that. And yeah, we're now just kind of waiting on these other ships to finally give in for the Danes. Looks like, again, the Wagrian here routing. I mean, they've routed so quickly. 64 out of 74. We've only lost 4 guns. Some of these other ships for the Brits are just like, yep, we just refuse to give in. We refuse to give in. We'll fast forward a little bit, see if we can move this battle on just a bit. But yeah, it's certainly been a fun one. It looks like the Brits are going to go on and win this one, like they did in history. They did win the Battle of Copenhagen. Like I said, it was not as devastating as this, though. I think the whole Danish Navy did get surrendered to the Brits, but that's, I mean, quite a lot of it is going to be surrendered, I guess, to them here today. But a lot more is sunk. A lot more has sunk. That's another routing frigate there just getting blasted by a broadside. I don't know if that large one's actually sinking or if it's Stormman's there. Where's the big one? Was it this one here? No, has it already gone down under? I think it might have. I think it's already been blown to pieces and sunk. That is pretty incredible. Incredible stuff. And yeah, there's what, just 3 or 4 ships left. Slesvig's here. And it looks like there's also a couple of British ships over here dealing with these 2. Vagrians also returned, but for how long, I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll just fast forward now as we wait for the end of this battle. Really, please don't tell me that one's returned. No, Christian Christian is routing. It hasn't actually surrendered, but I imagine if it stays routing, it's going to the battle will end if all the other ships are routing or surrendered. So, but we'll just see. We'll just see. I mean, at this point, yeah, we're just waiting for the British to do the mop up here. I mean, it was a really foolhardy assault to start with from the Danes. They gave it a go, tried to go in between the British lines, and ended up just going straight on, face onto them, and just getting pounded head on. And then the Danes over here, a bit more cautious, a little bit more tentative, I guess, after seeing what their comrade had gone through, and they didn't want to get dealt by the British just as quickly. But in the end, it didn't matter. The British Navy is supreme and is going to rule the seas and rule the waves, I should say, rule Britannia, etc., etc. But yeah, the Dunkirk here is probably going to get a pretty devastating volley. Nice from Slesvig. Go on, route one more third rate for the Brits. get rid of one. Oh, what is going on? A pathfinding, or is it just, I don't know. And they're getting hit from Hampshire over there as well. I don't know if, like, losing their general affects morale, like I said, but the Schleswigs lost their morale. There you go, Schleswig in its death throes, battling on, and there it goes, it routs. Surely there can't be many more ships that have to go just yet. I mean, these ones are technically, I think these ones are still marked on the map because they're routing. Is that one's also still on there? They also like they're routing at this point. What is still fighting on for the Danes? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, what is still fighting on? We are at the end, that is why. So actually it's a 3v2. Wow, the Brits at a 2 against 3 Danes. That is incredible. So yeah, well done to Ike and Ibrahim. It was from Ibrahim's perspective that this one was sent in. But yeah, the Brits outnumbered, I think just about. I mean, they've got 22, 32, 37 ships of the Danes. And yeah, to 31. So just about. But the Danes definitely had some smaller ships on their side. But yeah, Brits did a very good job. I mean, you can see the kills there. 101 kills for the Ardent. Phoenix getting 87, 78, 69, 52. I mean, it doesn't really matter with kills, with crew too much. But there you go. There are all of the results. I hope you did enjoy it. It's a bit of a strange one. It's like naval battle's always a bit odd. Not as much glory going on as in a land battle, but still kind of fun. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. It's very much appreciated. Do check out these other sort of battles now appearing on your screen. If you haven't seen the Trafalgar one, that's a pretty sick one. Definitely worth checking out. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.